Hello everyone, I'm RecV5,
And I am Sandman99.
and welcome back to Madden NFL 2005 Crusaders franchise, Year 2 in the Pro Bowl.
Yes, and we're looking at the national newspaper headline where we prevailed 29-6 over the Zombies in the Super Bowl. And I got to say, I'm rather proud of my defensive performance in the playoffs.
You were outstanding.
I did not allow a touchdown in 3 playoff games.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, I think in the divisional round, I allowed a field goal. And in the conference title game, I allowed 2 field goals.
Yep.
And in the Super Bowl, I allowed 2 field goals. So I only allowed 15 points in 3 games.
Yeah, you were outstanding.
Yeah.
You really bailed us out because, especially until the Super Bowl, I hadn't had the offense thing figured out at all, right?
Yeah, well, much to my surprise, though, because normally, like we play mostly with me on offense and you on defense. We've changed up this season just to add an element of challenge.
Yep.
And you're normally the defense guy, right?
Yeah, well, you did great, though. You did fantastic.
My defense played fantastic. It was like I leaked yardage, and then suddenly the playoffs started, and they all just started playing like they were possessed.
Yep.
But anyway, we're going to look at the awards because we need to look at who won the yearly awards, and this is our chance to do it just before the Pro Bowl game.
Yep.
So here we go. So most valuable player was Kelvin Allen, rookie halfback, drafted by RecV5X.
Yep, with 2,555 yards rushing and 23 touchdowns.
Yeah, and an average, a whopping 5.5 yards per carry. And Blaine Rose, who got his jaw broken by Cedric Perry in the conference title game, was the runner-up.
Yeah.
And so here we go. Offensive player of the year was Kelvin Allen again.
Yep.
Okay. So defensive player was Cedric Perry.
The guy who breaks people's jaws.
Who racked up 24 sacks. He led the league. He didn't get as many as he did in season 1 when you were running the defense. Because I think you got nearly twice that many with Cedric Perry.
That's still a lot, though.
24 sacks in 1 season is pretty darn good. Offensive rookie was Kelvin Allen.
Yep.
Okay. And so the next guy there, actually, it looks like the Lifers got a good wide receiver there.
Yep.
And
another wide receiver.
Another wide receiver and another wide receiver. And then
a quarterback.
A quarterback. So anyway, defensive rookie, well, we didn't have anybody on as a defensive rookie of the year. Best quarterback, well, Bo Jenkins dropped down to 4th. He only passed for 3,000 yards this season and 18 touchdowns.
Yeah, sadly.
But Blaine Rose ended up being the best quarterback.
Even though his rating's only 96.4.
Yeah, well,
he threw for like 1,000 or 500 more yards than the next guy, though.
He threw for almost 4,400 yards, which is pretty good.
That kind of lets you know what the bad men are like and what we expect when we go into a game with them, because they literally are completely one-dimensional.
Yeah, they are pass-first offense, that's for sure. Anyway, Kelvin Allen is the best running back.
Yep.
And the next best guy, of course, was George Stabler, who had over 1,000 yards less rushing.
And a yard less average.
And a yard less per carry, although he had 20 touchdowns. And then this guy, who was Brian Higgins of the Goblins. And then this guy from the Bulldogs.
Yeah, he had a good average. He just didn't get enough
Oddly
carries.
enough, this halfback from the Bad Men, even though he doesn't get a lot of, like, when you play them, they don't run the ball much, but I guess in simulations they must run the ball a little bit. Okay, best wide receiver. Well, we didn't have anybody in that. Best offensive lineman, nobody. Best defensive lineman was Zach Mack.
Zach Mack gets the sack.
Zach Mack gets the sack. He got 13 sacks this season. So he had a pretty good season.
He legged in tackles, but every other tackle was a sack.
Yep. Best linebacker was Cedric Perry. So, best defensive back. Well, we had Marco Gooden in there as the runner-up, right?
Yep.
Mostly because of his tackles on special teams, right? Because he's on the kickoff coverage, so that's why his tackle total is so high. And best kicker, well, we didn't have anybody in there as best kicker. And of course, our coach wins Coach of the Year. So there you go.
Yeah, because we were considered a terrible team this season, too.
Yes, we were. But we did run the table. We went undefeated. We won the Super Bowl. We won it all. And now it's time to play the Pro Bowl.
Oh, we should look at the Pro Bowl voting before we go.
Oh, okay, sure.
Yeah.
Let's look at the Pro Bowl voting before we go here. Because I think now Bo Jenkins is going to get the start in the Pro Bowl since Blaine Rose suffered a broken jaw in the conference title game.
Yeah, that's right. But this is what the Pro Bowl balloting looked like.
Yeah, Bo Jenkins now. Yeah, they even dropped him out of there, so Bo Jenkins is the starter ahead of Larry Sweeney of the Wizards and Darius Johnson.
And I think Calvin Allen there actually got more votes than anyone else in the entire Pro Bowl.
Yeah.
So they actually made a statement about that in the paper.
Yeah. So.
Oh, no, I'm wrong. Look at Hudson there.
Yeah, Larry Hudson, fullback for the Badmen. And Adam Parkman makes the Pro Bowl.
Wow, people love Adam Parkman.
Yeah, well, he did get 11 touchdowns, right? He might have only gotten 44 yards on 49 carries, but...
He got 11 touchdowns, and that's the part that matters.
And we did not have any wide receivers make it into the Pro Bowl this season, which is unusual.
Bad things happen when you go to the air, but we did have a tight end.
But Tony Easley is the starting tight end, and Marshall is the second tight end.
Wow.
And then Will Crosby of the Badmen.
Yeah, that nightmare guy.
Yeah. So we obviously don't have anybody at offensive line making the Pro Bowl. Zach Mack made the Pro Bowl. And Roble made the Pro Bowl. And, of course, Cedric Perry made the Pro Bowl. See, we need to hire this guy as a defensive coach if he eventually retires.
Yeah, like he ends up being a real good one.
In some of the longer-running franchise modes that I've run, this guy shows up in the coaching pool when you're trying to hire coaches.
Yep.
And he has a very high defense knowledge rating, right?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so he's like a good defensive coordinator or something like that, right?
Well, you'll have to keep him in mind then.
Or another one is Mike Singletary. Right? If you can hire Mike Singletary to coach your team,
you'll have 99 defense.
Do it. You'll have your defense will play way better. So Marco Gooden made the Pro Bowl as the starting cornerback. And Danny Jones made the Pro Bowl as the starting free safety.
Wow.
And he actually got 57 tackles, which is something like second or third on the team too, right? Like, yep. So, you know, he's not the greatest tackler in the world, but he certainly gets his nose in there, and he got 2 defensive touchdowns and 6 interceptions. And he also led the league in pass deflections too.
Yeah, he's a good coverage guy.
Yeah. So, and our rookie kicker made the Pro Bowl. So there you go. That's the Pro Bowl team.
I can't believe that guy made it into the Pro Bowl.
Yeah, well, you know what? You kicked lots of field goals, and you had a high enough field goal kicking percentage that he made the Pro Bowl. Now, how do we do this here? We got to select the game. There. Okay. And we're the AFC.
Yes, and you're on offense this time.
That's right. We're going to get a little bit of a preview of what things might look like next season. This is still, I've taken it for a few test games, and I played a practice game this morning, and things seem to be, working pretty well, but I'm not sure. I might still have some tuning to do, but we'll see. I mean, I was playing against a team with a strong offense and a weak defense this morning.
Yep.
And, so where are we here? RecV5X? Where are you, RecV5X? There you are. And RecV5X is going to dust off his defense.
Yeah, well, I'm actually going to have to make some adjustments to it before next season. I haven't done that yet. So we're still playing with the Season 1 playbook here, but hey, you know what? It worked well enough in Season 1. I'm sure it'll work fine here.
Well, it got us to the Super Bowl in Season 1.
Yeah, we'll just have to hope I still remember how to play it.
Yeah, well, actually, I can't remember now how, because I think I finished this season with around 11 points allowed per game. And I don't remember what yours stat was, but I think it was slightly less than that, like just over 10, like 10 and a decimal or something.
Possibly, yeah. But your red zone defense is a lot stronger than mine.
Yeah, well, the thing is, though, I leak yardage a lot more than you do, but once I get inside the 20-yard line, I've got a lot of overlapping zone defenses with blitzes and stuff like that.
Yep.
I play far more aggressively in the red zone than you do. Because the way I look at it is, if they've driven the ball down so that they're in my red zone, I'm going to try and take the ball away from them, or they're going to score, right? Because if they've driven it that far, if I allow them to continue to play the way they were, they'll score anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So I gamble more. I think I've got a bit higher risk tolerance than you do, as far as, you know, sending blitzes and
you do,
kind
yeah,
of stuff,
yeah.
right? And I love sacking the quarterback and getting interceptions in the red zone and stuff like that.
Not to get all tired out doing that. You got to save some of
Oh, look at that! Danny Jones can't wear his normal number. Somebody else on the team must have number 82. So he's number 38 today.
Yeah, probably a wide receiver.
Yeah, probably, eh? Oh, well, that's okay. So the NFC won the toss and elect to receive, so I guess we'll defend this end.
All right, should be an easy game because they chose to receive, right?
Well, you know what? I think that the Pro Bowl tends to be a bit more of a relaxed thing anyway, because it doesn't really matter in the grand scheme of things, right?
I mean, hey, you know what? Cedric Perry's still going to look to hit a whole bunch of quarterbacks.
Yeah. Well, what can I say? That guy has got a nasty disposition. And he's really, really good at pass rushing, and he's really, really good at sacking quarterbacks.
I don't recall, though. Did we change his position from...
no, he's an original left outside linebacker.
He's still left outside
yeah.
linebacker,
Yep.
So he'll still be there. He'll still be trying to hit the quarterback.
Oh, yeah. I left him at left outside linebacker because I saw the success you had with him at that position in Season 1. What I did do is I switched the middle linebacker and the right outside linebacker because I wanted Wade in the middle for his additional speed.
I see.
Because I play more man-to-man coverage than you do underneath with the linebackers, right?
Yep.
And when you're playing that way, the inside linebacker who has coverage on a running back has to be a little quicker.
Ouch. All of them are speedy, man. But it looks like we've got the speed to cover them.
Yep.
Actually.
Yeah, Marco Gooden is the slowest corner in the bunch, and he's got 88 speed, so...
Yeah. Danny Jones and Ike Hennings.
Yeah, and Danny Jones, even though his top-end speed isn't the greatest, he's got very good acceleration and very good agility.
Yep.
And I think that's what helps him be a really good coverage guy, right? I hope that he'd get more than the 6 interceptions that he got in the regular season this season, but 6 interceptions is still very respectable.
Yep.
Especially when you turn 2 of those into touchdowns, right?
And he got all of that one, a great kick. From the 3-yard line.
Oh, wow.
Loses one tackle.
I might have faster players, but they have faster players too. I'm a little out of practice at covering kickoffs because I haven't been doing it for a while.
Only one man back. Abrams goes in motion. Dropping back to pass on first down. With the throw, he finds his man. Number 20 makes the play at the 39-yard line. Number 83 was there to make the catch for the first down.
He's glad he made that catch. I'm sure the quarterback will look his way again when he needs another first down.
Only one man in the backfield. Going to the left. He's brought down behind the line for for a short loss. Lost about a yard. Second and long coming up here. Giving some cushion on the outside.
So when people watch you play defense, they'll notice that you tend to play a little more spread out.
Yeah, well, I tend to line up in such a way that is optimal for pass rushing, and I also tend to line up in such a way that I'm just trying to put my coverage guys in the best position that they can be in order to actually cover passes and things.
Yeah. That being said, though, you based your defensive system all on the 3-4.
That's right, yeah.
So your safeties, even when you push them off the line, they don't play as deep as mine do, right?
Yeah.
Which may be why I tend to leak yardage a little more, because you're a little bit less vulnerable to those short to medium passes over the middle.
The quarterback gets set with only one back behind him. Closing in, throwing, incomplete. He threw it a little
whereas if they try to throw one of those posts over the middle against you, and generally speaking, the opposition has a lower pass completion percentage when they play against you too, right? Like I'll usually allow between 50, 55, sometimes as much as 60% pass completions. Whereas you quite often will not allow them to complete half of their passes.
Well, we'll see about that. I mean, I am very rusty.
He just exploded towards the marker that time. That was a big-time run.
Kaufman sends a man in motion. Aimed it off to the back. He shakes the defender, and he just got level.
Yeah, you know that whole deal.
Well, they are making a bit of an effort to run the ball against you too, right? So that can kind of tend to keep a defense off balance a little bit. I mean, they've been at this now for, by the time this play is run, nearly 4 minutes, so.
Abrams in motion. Under pressure, he's going for it all.
Yeah, that's not going to happen.
Yeah, that's the kind of thing that my defense is resistant against.
Yep. Yeah, those deep passes, look at that. That's Danny Jones dropping back in the free safety position, and he just knocks that down. Because that's what he does, right? He is, it's amazing. He started off as a wide receiver in season 1, but he was about 4th on the depth chart or something. Like there was no way that he was ever going to see the field and play. And so you needed a player on defense, so we turned him into a cornerback.
Yep.
And he ended up playing nickel for you and making the Pro Bowl as a nickel back. And of course this season I changed him to free safety, and he made the Pro Bowl as a free safety. Oh, you went the wrong way.
Yeah, I pressed the wrong button combination.
Well, I do that sometimes too. I don't know about you, but what I'm doing is I'm guessing, right? Like the reason that if I manage to burst into the backfield and break a run play up in the backfield, it's because I guessed right.
I'm trying to actually watch and react.
Yeah, you watch and react, but I don't have the ability to do that, so I guess, right?
The man in motion.
And if I guess right, I look great, and if I guess wrong, it looks like that.
They give it to the halfback. Play action. Throws out to the left. Nearly intercepted. And a short pass incomplete brings up a 3rd down play. And this is the 12th play of this drive.
Well, they've been at this for 5 minutes now.
Well, they've been patient, though.
Yeah, they have.
The lone setback. Pressure. Throwing. Incomplete pass. Great effort up front to put the pressure on.
And you'll see that kind of thing out of these guys a lot. They're big and they're strong.
Well, if you only gave up a field goal here, I think you did well. Because they were patient and they were taking the short passes and the run plays and stuff like that, which is something that you don't see the AI really do on a sustained basis.
Yeah.
Like they might do it for a drive or maybe 2 drives in a game, but they won't do it all game long, usually. Not very often. Sooner or later, they start trying to run those deep passes, and when you've got the deep passes covered, I think that's when you start seeing a lot of throws to the flats and stuff, right?
Yeah. And we'll pause here for a quick break moment.
Okay.
And we're back. And unfortunately, I just realized we're running the game in widescreen mode here, but we're recording in 4:3, so...
And we go back to the
Okay.
Hopefully we don't end up with anything cut off on the sides there. Sorry about that. We were actually planning on switching to widescreen mode for the next season, but I guess we ended up doing that a little bit prematurely here.
Come out on a nickel
Yeah,
back.
well,
Jenkins with a man in motion. Allen.
But sadly, I can't fix that in the middle of the game, so we're just going to have to deal with
You know
it.
that whole deal about what happens when an unstoppable force meets an immovable object? Well, the unstoppable force...
okay, this is going to be a lot of fun. Playing with a player that's a weapon like Calvin Allen,
Calling an audible now.
doing this is going to be
Jenkins
amazing.
sends a man in motion.
Ha! Yeah, this is your modified version of one of the plays I have in my playbook.
First down. With the pass. And it's
That's O.J. Ware.
Yeah,
He's from the Bad Men.
40-yard
Yep.
line. They'll move the sticks with that completion.
I'll tell you, he put that one right
yeah,
on
that
the
was
money.
a pretty easy pass, actually.
First and 10.
So, my method of running the ball is to do it from the shotgun. And that eliminates the possibility of a defender bursting through the line and tackling the quarterback in mid-handoff because the quarterback is too far away for him to reach.
Allen. Jenkins.
And we're going to get a holding penalty there.
Well, but you didn't get hit in the back.
Won't help him.
I don't think that was
Nope.
part of the game plan.
First and a long way to go. Jenkins with a man in motion. Snap and throw. The 40.
Ha!
Ooh, that's gonna leave a mark.
He got hit so hard he darn near had to take a taxi back to the stadium.
He never hesitated on that pass.
That was quite a throw. This guy's been...
See, if you see what I did there, way back even from season 1 of the Lifers, we discovered a weakness in the way that the defense covers.
Yep, they
And
tend
you'll
not
notice,
to...
you'll notice that the running back who is motioned out of the backfield has nobody lined up across from him.
Yep.
And because the formations that we were using, Full House and Wishbone,
They're all
built,
tight.
they're built out of the jumbo T. So when you motion the halfback out of that formation, he stops about here.
Yep.
Okay, which means you can throw an out to him, but you can't really do what I did here, and I audibled him out here because this is actually built out of one of the Full House formations
Yep.
instead.
Yep.
And when you motion the halfback out to the wide receiver side in the Full House,
He actually
goes
ends up way
all
out
the way
wide.
out to the wide receiver position, but nobody follows him to cover him anyway.
Yep.
So I audibled him to a hot route wheel, and then just as soon as I receive the snap, I throw it.
Yep.
And that way it's a lot easier to complete than trying to throw like a flat or an out, especially to the short side of the field, right?
Yep.
Looks like he's calling an audible.
And if the circumstances are set up right, you can really burn them for a huge gain on a quick pass like that.
Gives the ball off.
Hey, look at that. That defensive tackle who broke through the middle didn't hit you in the back.
At the 19.
That's right, because he can't, right? See, here we go. Like, basically, the center misses his responsibility, which is to pick this guy up when the guard pulls.
Yep.
But if I'd have been lined up under center, he would have jumped through and tackled the quarterback. But because the quarterback is too far away, now he's in a situation where he's trying to pursue Calvin Allen.
And Calvin Allen's just playing faster than he is.
Yep. And of course, I've got two tight ends and a fullback out here leading. And the tight end there, that's easily actually, I think, doing a great job over there. And Marshall goes out and gets the cornerback. And then Parkman comes back and gets the safety there.
Yep.
And I'm able to pick up a good chunk of yardage. And I've got several variations of this. So this is basically just the single back big formation, but I just moved the quarterback back, and I also had to move the halfback back a little bit too.
Jenkins with a man in motion. Daly pulls him down at the
But
16-yard
if you run the
line.
ball and you're getting tackled by a safety back there, well, you know, like then things are going well, right?
Yep.
You know, if it's a linebacker or a lineman that's tackling you, usually that means that your play didn't work so well. But when it's a safety, then you know, things are going better, right?
Well, especially if you can run over that safety too, which can sometimes happen. Well, Adam Parkman got you less than a yard.
Yep.
1 yard gain on that play.
That seems to be
What
kind
his
of
job is.
par for the course, though, right?
Yeah. Well, you didn't lose anything. Think of it that
The
way.
NFC
Yeah.
team come out in a nickel package. Jenkins sends a man in motion.
Okay,
So-
this looks like some kind of a zone defense here.
Yep.
Dropping back, surveying the field. Passing lane.
Well, you got the curl out to Crosby.
Couldn't
Yeah.
find a way to get past the marker.
Yeah, well, I didn't really have much time because
They were sending somebody around the edge.
Well, they managed to do the line, like they had the line stunt thing going on there,
Yep.
and they were going to get some pressure right away. And I could have maybe tried throwing to him, but I didn't. I just didn't have time. I ran out of time before I could do it. Right.
Well, and it could have been risky with that guy running to the flat anyways.
Yeah. So they defended well,
Action on the field.
but I managed to avoid getting sacked, and I managed to move the ball ahead and get a completion anyway.
Number 11 comes out, hoping to put points on the scoreboard for the first
I haven't
time.
done this in a while either.
There you go. Perfect.
Yeah.
And it's up. The rookie sends it.
Our rookie kicker gets a field goal in the Pro Bowl.
AFC team. have tied it. The AFC team.
He totally shouldn't be here.
Well, maybe not, but you know what? He did the job when he needed to.
Booming kick.
Yeah, he's so lacking in power, it's the punter that's doing the kickoffs.
Two.
Yep. Well, that's that amazing kick power for you.
Yeah. False advertising.
He has to wait for his blocks to develop, find the seam, then run for daylight when he breaks through.
Stabler is the deep back.
Oh, look at this. Oh! Oh! Saved!
I had to take control of that guy and make him do that.
Yep. Wow.
Big game. Great blocking.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, there was a couple of missed tackles there. And,
Well,
that guy is the second best running back in the league, right?
Yep.
Stabler, the lone setback.
but also you only play with 6 guys in the box most of the time, too, whereas I play 7 or even 8
This pass is incomplete.
quite a bit, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm very much slanted towards the pass. Because that's what the AI in this game mostly does.
Yeah,
they throw passes.
Then you don't have to blitz as often, giving you the ability to double cover an opponent's best receiver.
Yeah, and to compensate for me, my play of 7 or 8 guys in the box, I usually have at least 3 guys standing 12 yards off the line of scrimmage, right? So if I play with 7 in the box, I'll have 4 guys standing deep at the start of the play,
Up here, he's feeling it right now.
like 12 yards off the line of scrimmage, as far back as I can push them.
1 yard gain on that play. On third down, they have to reach the 41 to convert. Only one man back. Drops back.
There's Mr. Perry
Great effort that time, John.
making his presence felt.
Yeah, he's one of those guys
See, that's the
who
thing, right?
plays
And I noticed
well,
when I was playing defense this season too, is that it doesn't matter if they leave a running back in to block a lot of times. He just completely overwhelms the running back and then just keeps going, right?
You know, the thing is, he might be a cupcake linebacker, but he actually started with the right combination of attributes to be a pass rusher.
Yeah.
Like, he's actually fairly strong.
Yeah, and he's also got reasonably, he's not the fastest guy in the world, but he's got reasonably good acceleration.
Yep.
And he's also, yeah, exactly. He's got enough strength, enough power to run over a blocking running back. Eh?
Well, and that just kind of shows you, too, what the potential of some of these cupcake players are. Like, a lot of them actually do have desirable stats for their positions.
To the halfback.
They just start out fantastically
Yeah,
bad.
with how hard
Yep.
he just got hit, he's lucky to be able to hold on to the ball.
5-yard gain. 5 yards to go.
Of course, some of them, like your 70 speed corners, just shouldn't be on the team.
Yeah, well, you know, what can you do? I don't have time to audible, and they're here, so I'm just going to have to throw it to him. But he's going to be wide open on the out anyway.
Yep.
Oh, come on. Oh, he staggered me just enough that I went out of bounds.
Big gain after the completion, John.
Yeah, what they'll do is
Anyway,
put the
as you
middle
can
on
see
slants and curls,
in the
receiver
upcoming
makes
season,
plays after they get
halfback
the ball.
is going to be playing wide receiver a lot for me.
Yep.
And I'm still planning on, like, I want to make as much use of this offensive weapon as I can, right? Because that's exactly what he is. He's an offensive weapon.
Allen. Number 95 records the stop at the 46-yard line. So a gain of about 1. Ball on their own 46.
Yeah, well, see, the whole way I even ended up getting hooked on fast halfbacks was because on cupcake offenses in Season 1, who do you have who's speedy?
Yeah, pretty much the halfback is the only guy, right?
That's right, yeah. Oh, that's a delay
Yep.
game.
Jenkins stops the clock with that timeout.
I hate it when that happens. You got to do all that stupid hand waving and all that bullshit. Like, just run the goddamn play already.
Allen.
Oh,
That one will leave a mark.
He got hit so hard he darn near had to take it.
well, that was a good run play, though.
Yep.
Gain of 4. 5th play of this drive. Ball at about
Nope, that's the end of the first quarter already.
We're all time.
Seems like it's been a fast first quarter, eh?
Yep.
Teams at
Well, to be fair, though, they did eat up 5 minutes on a drive.
5th play of
Yeah,
this drive.
yeah, their opening drive took 5 minutes, so.
Throws it. Perfect pass.
You can still do that too. Out of this formation, you can still throw that wide receiver flat thing, right?
To keep this drive alive. They were in a tough spot here. This is a heck of a throw and catch to pick up that first down.
Looks like some kind of a zone defense here, hey?
Hand it off to the back.
No.
They'll bring him down at the
Wide receiver
34-yard
couldn't block
line.
the corner out there.
Sticking to
Oh,
the
well.
game plan that he discussed with us this week.
Yeah, he's the type of coach who think being more physical than the other team is the key to winning the game. He has his guys running hard and hitting hard, thinking that they'll have more gas left in the tank when the fourth quarter rolls around.
Allen, the motion man.
Oh, you guys are so dead.
With the pass.
Oh, yeah, he hit me as I was throwing, right?
Yeah, if he hadn't hit you, you would have got him there.
Yeah, that was a sure touchdown, except for the fact that they managed to get a hit on me before I could throw the ball.
Yeah, you just couldn't get rid of that cleanly.
Yeah.
Eighth play of this drive.
Yeah, it doesn't matter what you come out in with this all-star team here. You've always got receiving threats on the field.
Directing traffic. Drops back. Gets the pass off. And it's caught.
There you go.
At the 14-yard line.
Now this is one heck of a play. Look at it. You're in a hole here on third down, and they come through with this perfect play that gets them a first and keeps the drive going.
Calling an audible. Where? The man in motion.
OJ Ware is your halfback on that play.
Yep, but I'll throw that corner out to Crosby, no problem.
Yeah, well, he's so fast. God, man.
It's a dream come true having that guy playing on my team.
Yeah, he's like easily on steroids.
Yeah.
The kicking team.
Yeah, he'd be like what Easley would be like if Easley had 10 more points of speed.
And 10 more points of strength.
Kick is
Yeah.
up, and the extra point is good. The AFC team are lined up for the kickoff. He got all of that one. From the 3. Puts it on the
Oh,
goal.
oh,
The
oh.
AFC team
Wow.
are there to pick up
Well, that's a
the
touchdown.
10.
Yeah, unless they challenge it.
The coach has decided to take advantage of his ability to
I think I might as well hand the controller to you because I think they're probably going to overturn it now.
Yeah, probably.
Questionable calls that determine a winner and loser at the end of the game. That's why they put the rule in.
Yeah.
Oh, well. It is what it is.
A lot smarter after getting the play reversed in his team's favor.
Hey, if you can get a call like that changed, and it's worth the
Wow,
risk
people
to
are
lose
angry.
the
It's the Pro Bowl.
Yeah.
Can't believe how angry they are.
Stabler, the lone back. Number 80 moves in motion. Tossed by the left. So they'll lose yardage on that.
I find it surprising that you would have
Yeah, that's what this
a
defense
crowd
will do to you.
partisan enough for a whole bunch of them to boo, actually, because you've got players from every team here, right?
Yep.
Run the ball right at him. That'll negate the speed that these guys have to the outside.
Only one man back. Dropped in the backfield for a short race. Stabler couldn't find an opening and was brought down very quickly.
Now they got one wide receiver on 3rd down and 15.
Well, that means we're going to come out in the nickel.
So I guess they're putting all their eggs in that one wide receiver basket, eh?
Apparently.
Or cutback lane to break free.
Not only that, they got twin tight ends on one side.
Throwing. And it's complete.
Yeah, they were just giving up. They were trying to make a few yards just so they wouldn't have to punt from in their own end zone, right?
Well, that's okay.
Now here's the punt unit as the defense forces a 3-and-out. Here's the kick.
Because if they're 10 yards further back, then
That was
he's-
an awful punt.
then he's punting it almost from the back line of his end zone, right?
It's 1st and 10.
See, that's a Pro Bowl punter for you. He punts it 20 yards downfield and out of bounds.
Yeah, well, you know, that's the way it goes sometimes.
Changing the play now. They give it to the halfback.
Yeah, it makes you wonder how the hell that happens when half of the players on these teams are all Madden players.
Yeah, really,
You
eh?
never know when you're going to find some
Oh, well.
room and break loose into the secondary.
Let's do this. We haven't done this in a
First
while.
down marker is just inside the 32. Directing traffic.
Oh, yeah, Parkman's not wearing his normal number either.
Yeah, he's also got like an 80-something number, too.
Barnes
Yeah.
with the tackle at the 32-yard line. A very well drawn up play.
And it was well executed.
Because we kept everybody to have their original numbers so that you could tell where on the team they were migrated from. Because wide receivers and tight ends tend to have numbers in the 80s. Running backs tend to have numbers in the 30s and 40s. That kind of thing.
Yeah. We'll see how my pulling tight end out there does, eh?
Another run.
Yeah,
Well,
see
he
that?
did what he was supposed to do.
There to bring him down at the 28-yard line. And they go with the defense with the run.
They're going to keep running to see what the other team is willing to give them on the ground out there.
I imagine that cornerback must have been playing a zone of some kind.
Maybe.
He didn't react to that very
quickly. He did drop
yeah.
off a little bit. And the safety had to come up and make the tackle on that. But see, I don't rip off big runs like you do. You know, like I don't have...
Again with the run.
Well, you don't get as many runs for losses as I do, too. I mean, didn't we find, like, almost a third or a fourth of my runs were losses?
Yeah, about 1 and 4.
Yeah.
But I think, though, the reason I don't get so many runs for a loss is because they aren't able to burst through the line and disrupt running plays.
Yep.
Because most of my run plays are called from a shotgun formation of some kind, right?
Yep.
And that way, at least, if they are going to break the play up for a loss, they have to chase the ball carrier a little bit.
Allen threw it with the stop at the 18-yard line.
Yeah, and pull him down from behind.
Maybe a yard or two on that run.
This offense is determined to establish a running game here in the first half.
And this is the 6th play of this drive. In field goal range now.
I like I formation big, too. It's a good passing formation.
Allen comes in motion.
Oh, there you go.
See, you can get the tight end to do a little extra blocking for you over there.
With the throw.
I knew you were going to throw it to Marshall.
Oh, yeah, well, he was wide open. You have to throw that ball.
Yep.
They're able to pick up another first down.
And this offense is clicking. They're making the right calls at the right time.
6 more yards and they'll put up 6. Looks like he's changing the play.
We'll try a little bit of counter run here.
Allen.
Well, you certainly tried.
Well, I get a lot of runs that end up kind of like that too, right?
Yep, yep.
You know, where you end up with a run for a gain of a yard or no gain or something like that.
Yep.
Allen goes in motion.
Uh-oh. He's stuck. Come on, get over there.
Oh.
Oops, wrong button.
Jenkins wanted some
Gonna have to call a timeout now.
Don't you hate that?
I can't believe that they run into each other like that. That's just so dumb.
Well, you're going to have barely any time now.
Yeah, I know.
Hand it off to the back.
Well, that's okay, because you can just go and get a touchdown.
Yep.
He gets a great look right here. Just bring him for the touchdown. I tell you, he takes the defender right out.
Yeah, you know that block and whatever that is supposed to
Yeah,
be?
in
That's
the
something
middle
like
of
an
the-
offensive
yeah,
line?
in the middle of the pile, you mean? Yeah.
Yeah, it was totally that block that sprung you for the touchdown. Absolutely.
And it's up.
John's just up there playing 4D chess while the smoke is coming out of the
They just can't seem to stop him.
spectators room there.
Team are ready to kick this one off. And he got all of that one. A great
One thing about it, though, this team is good enough that I haven't managed to burn them for like any 30-plus yard gains like I was in my practice game earlier today. Right? Like the defensive players on this team are just good enough that I can't burn them big like that, right?
Well, they are supposed to be the best in the league.
I formation.
I can march, but I can't get I haven't been able to get a really big play yet.
Pressure
Right?
with the throw. Turns. He has it. Fouls ahead. Big pop that time.
Well, that time I was playing a curl flat and ended up getting kind of what I deserved for
Yeah, I'd
that.
like to see him get the fullback involved in the passing game. He's a pretty good option out of the backfield.
Yeah, but then sometimes they throw those funny kind of half-flat ones, you know, to the fullback.
Kaufman using split pass. Solid.
And when that happens, though, then that curl flat guy is in a perfect position to defend that, right?
Yep.
But if they go and stretch it all the way out to the flat, well, then he's got to play catch-up, right?
The backs are lined up in an eye.
Oh, yeah.
They just blanketed the receivers downfield.
You have to get rid of the ball in that situation. Throw it underneath. Throw it away. You can't.
That was just a speed sack there.
Yep, that guy's speedy.
Stabler is the deep back. Gets the pass off. He finds his man. Taylor with the tackle at the 46-yard line. He flings that pass right to his receiver.
That quarterback rarely throws a bad ball.
So they have 1st and 10 here. They line up in the I formation with the carry. Henning makes the play.
Boy, I am just nowhere near as good at defensive tackle as I used to be.
You'll get it back. Don't worry.
And then boom, he just unloads. Now that's a depleter.
Don't forget, you're also up against probably the best offensive line that you're likely to face, too, right?
Pressure coming with the pass, and it's caught. Oliver stops him at the 32-yard line. About a yard to go. Stabler in the backfield, closing in, passes left. Oliver records.
Well, we had everything we could there for the slant pass, and still managed to complete the slant pass anyway.
You had all the coverage, but it didn't help. Sometimes that's the way it goes, though.
Yeah, I knew they were going to try a slant pass too, so I came out in something specifically designed to take away the slant pass, and we just didn't manage it anyways.
Yep.
They give it to the halfback.
That's why in my defensive schemes I use a lot of crisscrossing flats. You know, like I play that middle safety in a five-man line, kind of about 12 yards off the line of scrimmage, and that guy in the middle of the formation rolls to the flat to one side or the other.
Okay, we got 2-minute warning anyways.
Yeah.
Totally forgot. I'm all screwed up too from Madden 04 playing defense. Because the audibles and that are a little bit different too.
Yeah.
They have to get some points on this drive and are in good position now to do that as they're in the red zone. He gets the carry.
Well.
Stops him for negative yardage. He found the ball carrier to make
Oh, now they're hurrying up in.
Yep, it's the hurry up offense.
Yep.
Under pressure, throwing left. This pass is incomplete.
And they're going to have to kick a field goal.
Again. I'm okay with that. Especially how rough around the edges I am right now, I'm okay if I can hold these guys to a field goal.
I don't know. I don't think you've been playing bad so far. I mean, you're
he's going to hit the post.
Get the post.
That seems to happen a lot when I'm on defense, okay? I don't know what it is, but I see so many missed field goals.
Yeah. Doing.
And that guy's probably an all Madden kicker too, right? Like,
yeah, he probably is. But you know, what can you do?
1st and 10. Dexter comes in motion.
Okay.
They give it to the halfback. Hughes with the stop at the 30. They're going to keep testing this rushing defense.
Well, I guess that could have been worse.
Could have been worse.
He touches the ball.
Oh my.
Jenkins
I don't know
with
that
a
I'd be
man
playing
loose.
that at this time in the game.
With the pass.
Oh. I notice sometimes that defender, even if he looks out of position, will suddenly accelerate, eh?
Yep.
Like he'll suddenly, out of nowhere, he'll accelerate.
Yep. Yeah, you see a bit of that in this game, actually.
Yeah, it's kind of phony, right? That he's 5 yards out of position when you throw the pass, and then all of a sudden, it's like he engages his jetpack.
Oh god, if you think that's bad, you should see what an all Madden player can do when he's playing a flat zone. If he's playing a flat zone on one side of the field or the other, you can't throw it 15 yards past him. Cover 2 is the ultimate all Madden team defense.
He was really hit hard on that play.
Well, that corner tried real hard to jump in front of that, but he missed.
Yep.
He unloaded and he got a depleter.
But yeah, like, I spent a whole bunch of time trying to develop corner routes and other things like that to throw it over the heads of all Madden player flat zones, and they can go 15 yards backwards from the line of scrimmage and knock down a pass.
Yes, they can.
Which is just insane.
Dropping back to pass on first down. Throwing. Almost got it. And nearly a turnover.
I'll tell you, he did almost everything right on that one. He was able to feed the quarterback's eyes. He got himself in good position to make the interception. When it got to him, just bounced off his hand.
Where goes in motion.
Well, Stringer, what do you got?
Dropping back. Looking
Okay, we'll throw it to you.
And brings him down.
Not going to have time to do anything else, so...
Oh, he's that nightmare that gave you fits on the Tigers.
Yeah.
Or that gave me fits on the Tigers.
Instead of flying something fancy, like going for a pick.
Dexter in motion. Surveying the field. Throws on the run.
Oh, couldn't get it over him.
Had very little touch.
Oh, well.
And there are times to make throws like that. Time to zing it.
I was out there just screwing around.
Yeah,
much.
I noticed you were coming out passing a whole bunch.
Yeah, well, I wanted to see if I could score some more points before the half, right?
Well, that's okay.
This one is shallow and short.
Oh, well, that's okay. It took the rest of the time on anyway. So, I guess we'll have the halftime stretch, and then we'll be right back.
All right. And we're back.
Yes.
And
And we get the ball to start the second half.
Indeed.
The rest of the game off. As we get set for the kickoff, here's a look at the halftime stats. Booming kick downfield. From the 3-yard line to the 20.
Well, I just couldn't turn to the left fast enough there to slip through that gap.
Yep. Well, who have we got playing? We got Sweeney now playing quarterback.
Yep.
And who do we got at halfback? Somebody named Fletcher.
Gives the ball off.
Looks like Fletcher's got some speed to him, too.
Yep. Yeah, he definitely hit that gap with authority, eh?
Yep.
This is one of those guys who seems to play better as the game goes on. The more he gets,
But you'll notice that our statistics here are pretty much the opposite of what we're used to seeing with Rec V5X's offense.
Yeah, so you have a very air-it-out type of offense.
Uh-oh. Ooh, look at that. I got a suction block there, and yeah.
Gotta love it when it happens for you.
Yep. Every now and then it goes for us, too. But anyway, that's why you run out of the shotgun. All right. Uh-oh.
Calling an audible now. Fletcher goes in motion. Surveying the field.
Easily.
Well, I was trying. I had my finger pressing down the button, but I ran out of time.
That was funny. Parkman's waving at you.
Yeah, I know. Well, I was trying to throw the ball, but I couldn't. I just couldn't.
Now they're looking at second and long after the sack. The NFC team come out in a nickel package.
Okay.
Dropping back, looking downfield, throws on the move. Great pass. Jenkins is the guy who's there to bring him down at the 40-yard line. Number 16.
Okay.
Throws the ball where only his receiver can get to it.
And that's what
Hey, we haven't tried anything from this yet.
Never seems to make a bad throw. Just about every pass is right on the money. If you ask me, he might be one of the most accurate passers in the league right now.
7 yards to go. him out of the nickel. Number 16 sends a man in motion. Drops back, looking for an option.
Wow, Manley.
That's a touchdown.
That's a touchdown.
Wow, what happened there?
I think he leaked out of the coverage.
Yeah, who was supposed to be covering him? Like, I moved the halfback out here, right?
That's the cornerback.
So the cornerback moved out, like he left this guy and moved out. So who's covering him? It looks like this guy.
Yeah, that's a safety.
That's a linebacker.
That's a linebacker.
Yeah. So there you go. See, they must have not had the right kind of defense on.
Yeah, probably a 4-3 or something.
Let's count linebackers. Let's see. Guys with numbers in the 50s.
Oh, I see 1, 2.
Okay, so they had a nickel defense on there, and because they ran out of defensive backs to cover with, I just happened to find the mismatch and exploit it, right?
Yep.
Or rather, it became glaringly obvious as soon as I took the snap.
Yeah. Well, that'll happen with a guy like Manley. I'm pretty sure he has 99 speed.
Yeah, well, that guy just plain, he's a linebacker for one thing, and for another thing, he just plain turned around the wrong way when he was going to cover, right?
Yep.
But, you know what? You shouldn't be covering like that in the middle of the field anyway, right? Like,
You should have a defensive back on a guy like Manley, for sure.
Well, not only that, but if you're going to play a nickel and a man coverage like that, keep your safeties off deep, right? You've got to do that, because if you don't, you're going to give up a touchdown.
Well, and that kind of thing, that kind of long bomb mismatch thing, is something that's very characteristic of your offense.
Yeah, I love doing that kind of stuff. I like throwing long.
Yeah, whereas about as good as I can do is throw a streak straight downfield.
Yeah, I am the Mad Bomber, though.
He'll pass on first down. Slings it to the outside.
Oh, I love that. I love that.
Number 29 came up with the
Now that's flat coverage.
The quarterback will keep going to that guy if he keeps making catches like that.
Yeah, the quarterback will keep throwing to that guy if he keeps making catches like that.
Well, no, he'll keep throwing to that guy, because what they're going to start doing now is they're going to start looking deep down the field. And if you pressure him and don't give him time, then his outlet guy is the swing route, right?
Yep.
So if you cover deep and you cover the flats, well, then basically you're going to have things pretty much all your way for the rest of this game now. Because they were playing a bit patient for a while in the first half. See that? Right? Because he's got a guy going deep there that's double covered, right?
Yep. Oh, then we have our 99 speed defensive end running to the flat to cover the wide receiver flat route.
Yeah. No, I think definitely we have discovered the weaknesses on both offense and defense in the way that the AI plays and calls plays, right?
From the 47-yard line.
Oh, I almost ran over that guy.
Yeah, almost.
But still got away a decent return. First and 10. They give it to the halfback.
Oh, there was no gap to go through there.
Yep.
See, the pulling guard got that guy, but then
he got him so far in the backfield.
Yeah, that I was pretty much stuck after that.
They have to reach the 30 to convert.
Haven't tried this yet. Let's try this. See, it's funny, but on the non-wide receiver side, they'll move the cornerback out to cover the halfback. Eh?
Dropping back,
oh, I got hit as I threw. That guy was going to be wide open too.
Yep.
Right. I just couldn't get the pass away fast enough.
I'm pretty sure the defensive end or whoever that was that got around the corner to hit you, that guy also has 99 speed. So.
Yeah. Too bad, because that's also designed to be a fast pass, right?
Yeah, well, if it was any other team, if it was a normal team that you were up against, you probably would have been fine.
Quick throw. still running.
Is that Cody Paris?
That's Cody Paris, yeah.
Oh my god, that guy. I hate that guy.
They love to get the ball into his
Cody
hands.
Paris, for you guys you don't know, he's basically like LaDainian Tomlinson on the Chargers.
Yeah.
Except he's for the Runners, which is the same city and the same team.
Yeah, the same coach and all that kind of stuff, yeah.
He'll get it again. Didn't get there. He was run over by a truck.
Yeah, 2-ton truck pulling a trailer.
Blockers weren't fast enough to pick everybody up.
A running attack that is consistent.
Well, that's
and
okay.
effective will help the offense dictate the pace
4
of the
yards
game.
in the cloud of dust is a good gain.
For a touchdown.
It's a successful run play.
Yeah, actually, I was looking at the stats for the first half,
Number 60,
and I only had one run for a loss in the first half.
Well, that's really significant. Because I always get runs for a loss.
Fletcher. Miller makes the tackle at the 11. John is still trying to move.
We'll have to see how many runs for a loss you get. You probably get like 2 this entire game.
It's hard to say.
When you can run the ball consistently, it really wears down the interior line and helps to slow down those pass rushes.
These third downs haven't been much of an obstacle. And it's
Well,
helped them
okay,
take
I
the
guess
lead.
we're playing man coverage down here.
Drops back, looking for an option. Gets the
Yeah! Oh, you had the
Overthrew it.
right read.
Yeah, see, those are those hook routes, eh?
Yep.
I imported that play with the hook, the wide receiver hooks, right?
Yep, yep. Yeah, you had the right read and everything. You even threw it right, too. It's just stupid scripted overthrow, right?
Yep. That's okay, our rookie kicker's got a chance to kick another one here.
Well, he's having a good time out there.
Yep, he is.
I can't remember ever seeing these guys any better than they are today. They're staying very aggressive on defense, totally shutting them down. And every play the offensive coordinator calls seems to get them big yardage.
Nice.
Oh, he's doing the kickoff duties now, too.
From the 6.
Everybody gets to play in the Pro Bowl.
Yep.
Have their work cut out for them as they take over at the 21-yard line. So they have 1st and 10 here, giving some cushion on the outside. The quarterback gets set with only one back behind him. Dropping back with the throw.
Well, that guard handled me pretty good.
Good job finding some room. I thought he was going to bring that one in.
That's
Yeah,
the
but your
rule.
coverage
You
was
get your
there
hands
this
on it, you
time.
gotta catch it.
Strausser will work out of the shotgun.
Wow, I'm not sure what you were doing there, but that linebacker knew what he was doing.
Yeah, well, I was trying to call an audible, and then that got put into my button inputs there. At least I didn't dive face first onto the ground.
Yeah, it's
That's usually
embarrassing.
what happens when that happens.
Yeah, it's embarrassing when that happens, eh?
3rd down and long coming up here. The visiting team puts its secondary in better position to stop the pass. Under pressure, gets rid of it, and he makes
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I ended up with a bunch of out-of-position guys there, because Madden called that play, because I was asleep on the play calling screen.
That's okay.
So I audibled to something else right away and backed the safeties
Yeah,
off.
that's the difference, though, between you and me, is that if I'd been playing defense against that pass, I probably would have given up a 1st down because my safeties would have been deeper,
Yep.
and there wouldn't have been anybody up there to move up and make the play, right? Like, they would have caught it in front of me and then run for a couple yards.
Yep.
It's 1st and 10.
See, what I tend to rely on more is just flat-out double coverage, like man under 2 type of thing to cover the deep pass. I have man coverage on the wide receivers, and then the safeties, their job description is deep zone. I don't think I have any plays in my playbook at all where the safeties don't play a deep
Wow,
zone.
that guy is fast. Wow.
Well, let's take a look at him in the depth chart. That's,
Wow, that was, like, he is fast.
Yeah, he's wide receiver, and his name's Manley.
Yeah.
He's got 99 speed.
He's got 99 speed. Yeah.
What's his acceleration?
Agility
is 99
agility and 99 acceleration.
Oh, there you go.
My God.
That's why he's fast. That's why he gives people fits.
Oh, wow. I know what I know what I want for Christmas this year.
Yeah, you want to trade for Manley? I don't know.
Wow, that was incredible.
You'd have to give up half your team to get a guy that good.
Probably, yeah.
They'll line up for the extra point. And it's up. And he tacks on the extra point.
Yeah, it's just too easy playing offense when you got players like that to play with.
Yep.
Wow.
Good distance. From the 6. The defense forced the punt the last time after 3 plays.
Yeah, I think he must be the fastest wide receiver in the whole league.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he must be. I don't think there's too many players out there that have 99 in all 3 of those attributes.
Number 29, the lone back. Strausser sends a man in motion.
Oh, somebody moved.
And it looks like there's a penalty on the play.
Huh. Well, that's what you get for all those fake hikes.
Yep. Yeah, I never even bother with that kind of stuff because I don't think it has any influence on the defense anyway. You know, like maybe if you were playing head-to-head with another person it might, but against the AI, I don't think it does anything anyway.
They've been very good rushing the ball on first down, but still trail.
Yeah, they're getting some solid blocking inside.
Whoa.
Oh, there's another one.
Yep.
He reached the quarterback for the second time today.
Is that Jason Gilden?
Yep, that's Jason Gilden.
Yeah. Who got there on the strength of the fact that he made more tackles than all of the rest of his team combined.
Yeah, wow. You know what? I think you're right.
Oh!
Yeah, Jason Gilden played for, what was it, the Comets?
No, I'm not sure. I think it was...
I can't remember.
Yeah, so have to have a look at his helmet there when you get a chance.
Out of the shotgun. Throwing short to
Wow, he was almost there. He looks like he's got some speed too, eh? Because he got there pretty quickly.
Oh, let's just take a quick look at him, just so we can satisfy our curiosity. Let's see here. Yep, that's the guy who.
Yeah.
I don't know what team he's on, but yeah, like he's the NFL.
He basically led the league in tackles. Right?
Yeah, he got something ridiculous like 200 tackles or something.
Yeah, because the rest of his team, he's on the Leopards or something.
Yeah,
I think, right?
yeah, there you go. He's on the Leopards, and he is the defense. On the Leopards.
He is the defense. He runs all over the field and tackles everybody
because nobody else can make tackles. Well, there you go. This is Jason Gilden's career game, man.
Yep. His,
It's 1st and 10.
Well, he seems to be doing a pretty damn good job, though, you know?
Yep.
Okay, here we go. Set. He sees something in the defense.
We're cheering for you, Jason Gilden.
Uh-oh, I'm not going to have time to do anything here.
Plays the field, rolls right.
Okay, I'll throw that.
And it's caught. Dives and brings him down. Quarterback lets it go, and it found its...
You know what that was? I got screwed out of time here. So watch who this ends up going to. Right?
Yeah, it ends up going to your running back.
Yeah, the fullback is basically running like a crossing route there, right?
Yep.
We'll
Underneath.
go back to the play on the field.
And he was about my 4th look on that play too, right?
Well, the thing is, though, they're fast on fullback on this team, too.
Yeah. Yeah, if that had been Parkman, I would have got sacked.
Either that or he would have been running so far behind the guy that he would have been wide open.
Yeah, you never know. Speaking of Parkman.
Fletcher. They went back to the run on that play.
That just goes to show you that the coach trusts the guy to hang on to the ball.
They'll need to get the ball inside the 15 to convert for the first. Number 16 sends a man in motion. Drops back with the throw. He finds his man.
Well, Easley's got to get his catches too.
Well, mostly that play is just designed to go to those tight ends. I have that streak play drawn to the halfback with the wide receivers playing down, so that I have the option to throw a long bomb either direction if they crowd the line, right?
Yeah.
But if they leave the safeties back, then I'll probably just do what I did there and look to throw it to a tight end, right?
He's there to make yet another outstanding defensive
Well,
He made a name for himself with plays like that. He's one of those guys that every defensive coordinator.
there's a run for a loss.
He's smart,
Well, that's only number 2 though.
intensity, and he's a heck of a leader on and off the field.
And it's on its way. And so that kick is good. Good kick there, and he's accounted for 9 points of the total. The AFC team are lined up for the kickoff.
Uh-oh.
They'll return this
Oh, it stayed in play anyway.
Oh, there you go.
from the 10-yard line.
And now they're going to get a holding penalty on the return.
So they have 1st and 10 here.
See, I'm just going to assume that they're passing.
John, their first
That's
down
probably a
rushing
safe
average is
assumption
very
by
impressive.
now.
Yeah, sometimes a strong running game doesn't always translate into scoring a lot of points.
Give it to the halfback. That makes the stop at the 16-yard line. 2-yard gain.
Oh, is that Zach Mack
I think so.
About 8 yards.
making the tackle?
Yep.
Yep.
We've actually got both of our players out there, Zach Mack and Roble.
Strauss
Yep.
starts out of the shotgun. Throwing.
Ooh.
What a play by the corner to get to that pass.
He really had good position on the receiver without interference.
That was a dangerous looking pass.
Yeah, I like to come out in this kind of coverage when they line up like that, right? This time I got audible something different because they've got a slot or an overload on that side.
Well, that's okay. You still pressured him a bit and made him throw the short pass, right? That's Anthony Strausser that's in there playing quarterback
Oh
right now.
God, I hate that guy.
It's 1st and
Hey, we knocked him out of the game in the Super Bowl.
Yep.
Cedric Perry knocked him out of the game in the Super
number
Bowl.
29.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah. See, we'll have to paint little kill flags on the side of this. Too bad you can't paint kill flags on the side of his helmet, eh? Every time he knocks a quarterback out of the game, he gets another little kill flag.
God.
Just like the old pilots in World War One used to do. They'd put like a kill flag
Yep,
on the
yep.
side of their plane for every plane they shot down.
8 to go. Out of the gun. Throws it.
See, those flat zone guys will start to drop off if nobody enters their zone.
Yeah.
And that makes them cover those short curls fairly well too, which would normally be good against man coverage. But you can't play that kind of thing when you have a tight end out on the field because they'll always choose to man cover the running back instead of the tight end.
Yeah.
And that's just a flaw in the way the game is designed.
Drops its safeties into deeper coverage to be more prepared for the long pass. Throwing.
Wow, you almost got him again.
Yep.
The defender got in between.
Well, Jason Gilden, he was right there.
He's a superstar, man.
So that'll happen a lot to an opposing offense.
Alright, he's doing a fantastic job out there. Look at him.
Yeah.
He actually blows right past...
Yeah, he just blows right past the halfback there, and
Yep.
yeah,
That's Higgins. That's from the guy from the Goblins.
yeah.
He's a pass-blocking fullback. But Jason Gilden doesn't care. Jason Gilden's just going to come in there and hit the quarterback.
Let's get
Jason
back to
Gilden
the
like,
play on
you
the
want me
field.
to hit the quarterback for an entire half of football? And we're like, yes. And he's like, okay, I can do that.
Yep.
They will kick it away. Here's the punt.
Well, I think I may have said it earlier in a comment somewhere on the channel here, but when you play defense, you are the monster that hides under the quarterback's bed.
It's first and
Yeah, well, I figured out how to draw pass rush assignments to get guys around the edge, and I've also figured out how to design my formations in such a way that they all cleanly audible into one another. And so if you want to block extra blockers on one side or the other, I can instantly switch. Right?
They're just relentless.
I can switch faster than it takes you to call the audible.
They break
Yeah.
down blocks very quickly. They do a good job maintaining their gap.
Yeah, that's one thing. You designed your defenses so that you can shift the pressure from one side to the other almost instantly
Yep.
Second and long coming up here.
without changing the coverage.
That's right.
Calling an audible now. Number 16 with a man in motion. Looks like he's changing the play. Gets rid of it, breaking through, and he makes the
Look at the angle that pursuit that safety took, eh?
Yep, he's running backwards.
Perfect spiral on that pass.
This is a guy who can make all the throws out there. He shows
See
a
that?
nice
You,
touch
if
and
you
short
don't bring
distance.
somebody out to
Right
cover
in
that
there against
halfback
tight
out in the
coverage,
flat, I'll
and
make
he
you
can
pay.
put some air under it when he's trying
Right.
something downfield.
Well, and especially it's that sort of thing happens when they don't play full man coverage either, right?
Yeah, it's going to happen again here too pretty quick.
And it's entirely because they're not playing full man coverage. They're calling some kind of blitz out there.
Yeah.
John, one of your
And that's a
favorite terms right
15-yard face mask tacked onto that.
Yep. Wow. You see, that's why people are booing in the Pro Bowl. It's because the Pro Bowl is an aggressive place to play football.
Yep.
The players are mean out there. They're not just playing for prestige.
Like that for the rest of the game.
These
Yeah,
guys hate
I
each other just as much as they did in the regular season.
I would say easily, though, this passing system is one of the best that I've ever drawn.
With the pass.
Wow, that guy is fast.
Well, it's that acceleration thing, right?
Yep.
You know, you catch him out of position, and then all of a sudden he accelerates ahead, you know, faster than you would think it would be possible, right?
And this is the fifth play of this drive.
Sadly, you can't burn him on a long bomb to Manly from here.
Davis goes in motion. Surveying the field, and he makes the grab.
Well, that's what they were giving up, so that's what you took.
Yep, we'll take that. That's actually a nice safe pass to throw to. See, I throw that pass too. You may have invented it, but I don't feel bad about plagiarizing it at all.
I wouldn't even consider it plagiarizing.
Big reason why they're ahead at the moment.
But this one here is one of my specialties, although it looks like they're not playing the right kind of defense.
He surveys the field.
They still managed to get the first down, though.
Yeah. See, really, when I call this play, I don't know what kind of defense they're going to put out. But I'm looking for this guy. And I probably could have hit him here, actually, but the way I read the defense with the safety standing in the middle here,
And cheated down, yep.
you know, like I just didn't think it would be a good idea to try it. Right?
It's a tight window to fit the ball between.
Yeah, which is why I have the two real short curl guys on either side, right?
Yeah.
Because if that little quick slant isn't there, well, then the next thing I look for is one of those little short curls.
You know, especially if you throw him like a bullet, it's pretty hard to stop that.
Yeah.
Oh, it's Parkman's turn.
Yep, this is Parkman's office right here.
Number 29.
Oh, what? That's a touchdown. They didn't even give you a yard for that.
No, but that's okay. From here, my policy is still the same. Right? You don't pass from this point on the field.
Yeah, the coverage would be too dense.
What you do is you just pound it at them 3 times straight ahead, and if you get in, great. And if you don't, well, then this is basically a point-blank range field goal, right?
Number 29.
Now this is exactly how to get the ball.
Well, people are going to be happy that Parkman got his touchdown.
Yep.
Pushing and pushing until they're putting up 6 points on the board.
And at this point, usually if I'm especially if I have the luxury of playing with a lead, I'm just going to pound it straight at them 3 times, take some time off the clock. And if I have to, I'll settle for 3 points. I'm okay with that. I'm not going to try, trying to throw some kind of a cute pass or empty backfield or any of that kind of nonsense from there. Because
it's a good way to produce turnovers for the other team.
Well, it's a good way to produce turnovers that result in touchdowns going the other way, too.
From the 6-yard line to the 20.
Because lots of times, especially if you're trying to throw those little short passes or quick screens or things like that, if they get intercepted at the line of scrimmage, they go back the other way all the way, right?
Yep. That much is true.
So they have 1st and 10 here. They'll go from the I formation.
There, now you're starting to get it back. You see that?
Yep.
30-yard line. Gain of 4.
See, I may have looked good playing nose tackle in that Pro or in the Super Bowl, but mostly it's like I said, I was guessing, right? Like I would just guess and make a commitment to one side before the play even starts.
Yeah.
And if I guess right, if I'm lucky and I guess right, then I come out of it looking pretty good, right? If I guess wrong, well then I've left a big hole in the middle of the defense that they run through.
And there aren't going to be too many guys who are going to be able to run and catch him.
Number 29, the deep back.
Can't get it audible again.
Yeah, they did that again, eh?
Yeah.
It's a fake zone.
Yeah, but that guy just went and dropped that pass.
Yeah.
Able to catch the ball. He has soft hands, good body control. He ran a good route, and the quarterback made the right.
You were
read.
just faking a zone defense there.
Yeah,
what you
that's
were doing.
totally what I was doing.
Yeah, I'm playing zone. No, I'm not.
Strouser starts out of the shotgun. Throwing. On the money.
Yeah, they haven't made much mileage on those in this game.
Yeah, they keep going there, though.
Well, like I said, I think those are outlet passes. I think what happens is you get pressure, and he's trying to throw a long bomb down the field, like down the sideline or something. But because you've always got those covered, and you're always getting pressure, then they throw those swing routes to the halfbacks because that's the outlet guy, right?
Yeah, yeah.
That's where he dumps the ball to get rid of it, so you can't sack him.
Still put on a good pass rush, forcing him to throw before he wanted to.
Here's the kick.
Ooh.
That was a sloppy catch.
Yeah, that was a really weird looking catch. I wonder why he did that. He had lots of time to get over.
It's 1st and 10. Sends it off to the back. The defense converges on him at the 25-yard line. 1-yard gain on that play. 2nd and 9.
Well, okay, we'll try this.
Fletcher.
Oh, wow. See how that guy accelerated?
No,
Right.
I didn't.
Let's watch. You can see the difference in speed, right? That's the middle linebacker.
Yep.
And for some reason, just the way all the blocks trade off, but look at that. That's an awfully tight gap, too. But you see that? Like, look at how he suddenly picks up speed, right?
Yep.
Back to the field.
But, I guess that's okay. I mean,
Well, that's only run for a loss number 3, you know.
Yep. Oh, I know what I'm doing here. Try this.
So they dug themselves into a hole here, a long 3rd down situation.
Oh, look, it's Manly.
The NFC team line up in the quarter defense.
Well, they're playing those safeties off a long ways, though, so I suspect I'm probably going to have to go to somebody else.
Like Paris.
Dropping back.
No, or you can just throw it to
maybe I'll
Manley.
just throw it to Manley and he'll just outrun everybody. Yeah.
You don't need anybody else on offense. It's just you and Manley out there playing a game of catch.
Yeah.
You run downfield and I'll throw it to you.
How on earth do we cover this guy? We have to play this team every season, guaranteed, right?
Well, we do cover him though.
Yeah, I know. But how?
Double coverage
Yeah.
all day long.
So they have
Yeah.
first and 10 here.
Yeah, and playing way off.
Yeah, that's basically how we deal with it.
Yeah. Because he is a nightmare.
You can't just have one guy covering a guy like that.
No.
Right, there's a reason my defense is slanted so hard towards the pass. Because I'm pretty certain that they have players on their side of the ball that are just like that too.
Gain of 6 on the play.
Or close to it.
Fifth play of this drive. About 4 to go.
See, I like to run the ball too, but I just...
Silver, 28.
Fletcher in motion.
Bring it. Mike, cover, Mike. Ace.
Surveying the field. Throws it.
Oh, that one was going out of bounds.
Looks like he might.
I knew I was going to run out of room as soon as I saw that linebacker sitting in the flat over there.
Yep.
So I was basically just accepting the fact that I was going to run out of room there.
And here's a look at each team's success on third down so far.
Third down is when you want your
Well, you've
players
had pretty
to dig
good
deep
success
and
on
make a
third
clutch
down
play.
anyways.
When you
Yeah.
convert, it gives your defense a little extra rest,
Well.
and it gives your offense a fresh set of downs to work with.
Gets the pass on. Miller pulls him down at the 32-yard line.
See, this is actually very similar to what you do, except that I do it from the shotgun,
Yep.
and you do it from single back empty, right? But I like the shotgun, so I run this play from the shotgun. It gives me a little more time to look before I have to decide who I'm going to throw the ball to.
First and 10 here.
Oh my. Okay, well.
Ray, 35. Watch the
Is this
Yeah,
a-
you're actually just close enough you can't throw it over their heads.
yeah. But that's okay. Maybe I can run around them.
Receives the handle.
Or
Well, I think
maybe-
that's easily out there trying to do the blocking for you.
Couldn't even
Yeah.
get out of the backfield.
And he did an absolutely terrible job. Look at this half circle that he does on the left side of the line.
Yeah.
That was terrible blocking easily. We hope you know that your blocking is why you're not why you're on the team.
Second and
Yeah,
long.
he is a pass catching tight end, right? He's not a blocking tight end for sure.
The NFC team come out in a nickel package. Looks like he's calling an audible. Calling an audible now. With the throw, and he makes the grab.
Yeah, you almost got away from him there.
Yeah, I don't think Davis has got quite as quick of wheels as Manley does, though.
To be fair, I don't think anybody does.
Yeah, that's true. I don't think anybody does, but
You'd have to get Usain Bolt out there on the field.
With a man in motion.
who's he? Like an Olympic sprinter or
Yeah,
something?
he's like an Olympic sprinter from Jamaica.
Oh.
Who was making headlines a few years back for how ridiculously fast he was.
Number 16, completion for a touchdown that makes 3 in the game.
Yeah, I have to say that even though they've managed to stop me a couple of times, I've pretty much picked them apart.
They'll line up for the extra point.
Well, you scored a lot more points than I think I would have.
Yeah, I know, but you're ground chuck basically. The whole our objectives are totally different. Right?
Yeah,
We're-
you're
we're-
out there to score points,
We're basically polar opposites, right?
and I'm out there to run the ball.
Well, you want to run the clock out and pick up some points along the way, whereas
Have a return.
You
know,
want to pick up some points?
well, no, I've designed my offense so that I'll call a run play, but if they show a look that doesn't look to me like I'm going to get success on the ground,
Yeah.
I've got pass audibles that are specifically designed to shred defenses that play overly aggressive against the run, right?
Yeah, it looks like actually the fastest guy they got on theirs is just Will Bush here with 88 agility, 94 acceleration, 97 speed.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, they don't have anybody like Manly on their team.
And welcome back.
Yeah.
Which is kind of crazy if you think about it. That means Manly is probably the best wide receiver out of all of the All-Madden teams.
Yeah, he is. He's probably the best wide receiver
The coverage on the outside.
in our league,
They line
for
up
sure.
in the I formation.
What are you doing, man? Nobody's moving on the defense. There's nobody lined up across from you. Why are you false starting?
Taylor moved a little early there.
Yeah, the rule for the offensive line is once you put your hand
All right,
down,
there's only 5 guys in the box in a lot of these formations. What's he getting all antsy about?
He wants to get downfield and get a block on that safety.
Yeah, apparently.
To the penalty.
There you go. The safety faked him out. That's what it
Number
was.
29, the lone back, closing in, and he can't.
Oh, hit the quarterback again.
He complete that short pass, and it's second down. Using split backs. Sharp.
Force him to leave the...
Drops back under pressure.
Ooh.
Gets rid of it. This
Wow.
pass is
He took a shot there, too.
Hands up. Tips the pass
Yeah, I was
over.
trying to force him to leave the halfback in the block. On that one. That's why I shifted over that
what are
side.
your plans for defensive players in the draft?
My plans? Well, I'm going to draft basically all linebackers, and we're going to end up with some defensive linemen as a result of that.
Strauser out of the gun.
We're also going to end up with probably another safety and,
Can't get past the
you know,
marker.
maybe actually some linebackers.
Wheeler will try
I'm
to
be drafting
improve
people
those
based on
numbers on his
size,
punt
based
return.
on capital B big.
So they'll line up the punt after going 3 and out. Here's the punt.
Might draft a safety or two, too. You know, we need a
He's
corner now and
waiting
then,
for the
right?
fair catch.
Uh-huh.
So safeties are pretty good at playing corner if they're about 230 pounds and have about 80 speed.
It's 1st and 10.
Imagine what the press coverage is like there. The safety, the 230-pound safety comes down and jams the wide receiver.
28 with the tackle. At
That's what
the
I wanna see.
30-yard line. Gain of 2. 2nd and 8 coming up here.
Well, I had to run over a guy there.
Number 16 sends a man in motion. Directing traffic. Gets it away fast. He finds his man. The 40.
Oh, if I could run over that safety, that would be a touchdown.
Yep. Well, I think Fletcher's a bit smaller and a bit faster than Allen is.
1st and 10.
Well, Sweeney's thrown for 300 yards in this half.
In just a single half of football.
That's right. In a single half of football, he's thrown for 300 yards.
Receives the handle.
But then again, though, he is a quarterback who comes from a pass-first offense, too, right?
It's worse than a
Yep.
blow. That kind of hit could loosen your teeth.
The first down marker is just inside the 40.
Do I have to run this play, or will we? I think we're a second ahead on the
Yeah, you're a second
on the
ahead.
play clock, so I don't have to actually have to run this play.
That's right, yeah.
The first down
But we'll
marker
call
is
the same
just
play again
inside
anyway.
The 40. Number 16 with a man in motion.
Is that Manley in the slot there?
Yep.
Looking down
Oh, I got hit before I could throw it. Wow, that guy got there fast.
Back on that play.
Yeah, that was a blitzing linebacker by the looks of it.
Yeah,
He also-
even though he took a bump there too, he's still like, look at this though, right? I had him,
Yep, you had him.
right?
And we go back to the game.
If I get that pass away, that's a touchdown.
They're looking now at 3rd and long after the sack. Nickelback in this time. Number 16 sends a man in motion.
Well, it doesn't look like I'm going to have much over on the right there. Or maybe I will.
Looking long down the right side of the
Yeah,
field.
after all, it is Manly.
At the 27-yard line.
Yeah, I was totally expecting Easley to come open on the left instead, but that guy that was covering him
Smothered him.
basically took the outside position away, right?
Looks like he's calling an audible. Number 16 with a man in motion.
Oh, he must have gone out of bounds after catching that.
Throwing on 1st down. He's looking, throws it.
Well, you can't overthrow him. You actually can't overthrow him.
Nope, he's too fast. He can run under just about anything.
When they're given the opportunity to make
He has 200 receiving yards
God damn.
The extra point.
in one half of football.
And it's up. And the extra point is good. The AFC team poured
That's
on
right, folks. I am the Mad Bomber,
AFC
just in case you
team
didn't know.
set to kick it deep. Good kick should be returnable.
Well, that wasn't the greatest kickoff in the world, but
From the 6-yard
Well,
line.
it doesn't really matter all that much.
20.
No.
Stiff arm. So the offense takes over, still trying to figure out this defense.
Yeah, the offense is still trying to figure out this defense. They've got about a minute to do it.
yep.
Number 29, the lone setback. Looks like he's calling an audible. Pass play here on 1st down. Pressure coming with the throw.
Wow, where was that going? What was that?
Bringing up 2nd down.
He's trying to throw a... Basically, it looks like that guy just missed it,
Yeah.
right? Or it was an overthrow to the outside or
No,
something.
he missed it. He actually goes to the inside
yeah,
there.
he goes to the inside there, and he just missed it.
Yeah, he goes durr.
Yeah.
I don't know what that was all about.
Dice roll.
Just about down
Yeah.
to 1 minute. Corners
Dice
are
roll
giving
came
a
up
push.
incomplete pass.
Out of the shotgun.
Yeah, there you with your 5-man front.
Yeah.
The short pass to the right side.
Now that's the 3-2 dime right
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
All right, so we've got 3 defensive linemen and 2 linebackers, and then we've got dime defensive backs out there. All right, so that's what we're looking at. Instead of having 4 linemen and 1 linebacker, we have 3 linemen and 2 linebackers,
Yeah.
and they're shifted over like they would be in the nickel,
Changing the play now.
and that's what that's all about.
The corners playing back. Dropping back. Stepping up. Gets the pass off. Nice.
Yeah, and then that's very typical Rugby 5X defense there. You just get them into a 3rd down situation and then force them to throw it short.
Closing in with the throw. And he can't hang on.
Well, no matter where they throw it, it's always going to be in double coverage, right? If
Yep.
they throw it any further than about 10 yards downfield, it's in double coverage.
Yeah, pretty much.
And if they throw it to the outside, it'll also be in double coverage because almost every single play I draw, I have flat zones.
Looks like he's calling an audible. Looking for room. Drops behind the line for a loss.
What I'm giving up is 5 to 7 yard passes over the middle.
There, John.
You can say that again.
See that?
He
That
knows
was a
how to
run for a
prepare,
loss.
And it really pays off when you make stops like
Wow,
that.
you've got 4 of them now, maybe 5.
I'm not sure how many I've got.
Calling an audible.
I can probably just let the clock run out here. It looks like they're not going to bother calling a timeout or anything, so I think maybe we'll just call it a day.
You could also throw a long bomb to Manly.
Yeah, I could, but I think I've done that enough today, don't you? We'll just let the clock run out, and that'll be it. Well, that's the Pro Bowl in the books. And it looks like, considering that you had to shake some rust off there, you did pretty well. Only allowing 3 points.
Well, I almost allowed 6, but they missed that field goal.
Yeah, I know. But just in saying, though, I mean, you were never in any danger of giving up a touchdown in this game. Like, not even close. In fact, I think they only made it over the 40-yard line twice.
Yep. Well, that's also pretty characteristic of my defense. Though.
Yeah, basically you put up a no trespassing sign at about the 40-yard line. And nobody goes past there.
Well, that's about the point that I have to stop backing up the safeties, right?
Yeah.
The safeties can cover 40 yards of field. And so then the over-the-middle attack gets substantially harder because there's a safety in your face every time you're trying to catch the ball.
Yeah. So here's a Sand Gun or Sandman 99 shotgun offense stat right here.
Yep.
So 83 yards rushing and 526 yards passing. And you allowed 84 yards rushing, but only 100 passing yards.
Hey, I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
That's actually a bit more passing yards than in the normal season, usually.
Yep. And I guess that missed field goal was caused them to go 1 for 2 in the red zone. Eh?
Yep. Yeah, I think we must have sacked them out of the red zone, and then they kicked that field goal.
Yeah.
I think that's what happened.
So Larry Sweeney has a perfect quarterback rating, and Bo Jenkins is almost as good. Right?
Yep.
So between the two of them, I completed 27 of 35 pass attempts. I only threw the ball 35 times, eh? Wow.
Yeah, 35 times for like 500 yards.
Yep. And I actually did run the ball 33 times, too. So it's not like I have a completely unbalanced offensive approach. I just plain flat out don't run the ball as well as you do. Although Kelvin Allen there, he managed a 4.2 yards per carry, so that's pretty respectable.
Well, it's funny because Fletcher's actually faster than Kelvin Allen, but it goes to show you that speed isn't everything.
No, you need some other qualities too, right? But anyway. And then we had the receiving yards with Manley, Fletcher, Allen.
Fletcher's a better pass catcher than Allen is, though.
Well, either that or else he had more opportunities to catch passes. But it wasn't like I was throwing to like the same 1 or 2 guys all the time. Right?
Yeah, almost everybody on the team got a catch.
Almost everybody on the team got at least a couple of catches, right?
Yep.
So, and 5 touchdown passes. There, Kelvin Allen had a 19.5 yards after catch average. He caught 2 passes for 50 yards. And actually, Fletcher's dropped the guy who dropped the pass, and Manley had the 61-yard bomb. So there you go.
Well, Marco Gooden still got his tackles.
Yep.
And there's Jason Gilden there getting his 2 sacks.
Yeah, he was actually a standout player. He looks like somebody I'd like to have on my team.
You got 2 tackles for a loss, too.
Yeah.
Yeah. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 tackles for a loss. And then 2, 3, 4, 5 sacks, and Gilden got 2 of them. Well, Cedric Perry only got 1 of them.
Yeah.
No interceptions.
That's typical, though.
Yeah, I never get any.
You don't get interceptions very much.
I do get a lot of pass deflections.
You do get a lot of pass deflections.
8 pass deflections.
Yeah. And lots of those pass deflections are actually dropped interceptions.
Yeah, that's because nobody on my teams can catch.
Yeah.
People on this team can catch, but I think they didn't go for them anyways. Maybe it has something to do with the coverage assignments.
Our rookie kicker was 3 for 3 on field goals.
Yeah, surprisingly enough.
Yeah. Well, maybe he'll get better.
Ha! And then
I only punted once, and I punted into the end zone for a touchback. That's why the net average is so low, right?
Well, it happens.
Because I think I was at about the 36-yard line, and that one just rolled far enough to roll over the goal line.
We actually got a punt return average statistic in this game.
Yeah,
I managed to return enough punts that we actually got a statistic for that.
Yep.
That never happens.
Well.
They got these two guys.
Yeah, we were up against Grant Kaufman and Anthony Strausser, but neither of them really did all that well. Although, of the two of them, I think Grant Kaufman did better. Right? But there were no touchdowns. You didn't allow a 20-yard pass.
Yeah, that's because you go that far downfield, it's always double coverage.
Yeah. Well, and also if you go that far downfield, there's always like a Cedric Perry or a Jason Gilden or somebody like in your face trying to kill you while you're trying to throw the ball out deep too.
That's true, yeah.
That being said, though, look at the rushing statistics, right?
Yeah, I am a bit soft against the run.
Yeah, and he did have a 31-yard run there, but which you actually had to save.
User control, yeah.
Yeah, you had to actually save a touchdown on that one. But then again, though, surprisingly enough, they didn't really run the ball very much. Right?
Yeah, that was that play. That guy broke 2 tackles on that play.
Yeah. And look at this. This guy caught 4 passes for -8 yards. So they threw to the running backs out in the flat lots, but they didn't make any yardage on it.
Yeah, but he's one of those receivers that the quarterback's going to be throwing it to all day, just as John said that they would.
Yep, that's right. Yeah. So anyway, there we go. A little sampling of maybe what's to come next season.
Yeah, how many tackles for a loss did they get on defense there?
Let's see here. Tackles for a loss, 4, 5, 6, 7. That guy there got quite a few.
Yeah, and so they actually didn't get that many. Like usually this stat chart is completely filled with tackles for a loss when I play offense.
Yeah, but then again though,
that has to do with your own rushing philosophy from that shotgun formation.
Yeah. Well, and also the fact that you also run the ball probably 3 times more than I do, and basically for you get a run for a loss and then you'll tear off a 25-yard gain or something, right? So you stick with it.
Well, shall we see who the player of the game was?
The player of the game is Jeremy Manley with 6 catches for 215 yards and 3 touchdowns. So
wow.
I think he deserved that.
Yeah, I say so.
Yeah. Anyway, that's the Pro Bowl. So I guess for our last episode for season 2,
we're thinking about maybe doing the draft again.
Yeah, we'll maybe show the draft again. I know we've had a viewer request, and I personally plan to try and draft a couple of offensive linemen.
Okay.
And we've had a viewer request for us to draft a center named Joe Winters.
Okay, well, sure. You know what? Let's go for it.
So, yeah, we'll see if we can draft a good center. And I can't remember now exactly. I was looking at the depth chart, but I know I want to draft at least 2 offensive linemen.
We're a bit weak at center anyways.
We've got some decent players on the offensive line, but we're a bit lacking in depth too.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah,
we could use some. We could probably draft a couple of rookies that would make better backups than some of the backups that we have now.
Yep.
Anyway, until then,
I'm Rec B5.
and I am Sandman 99.
Have a good one.